So what we're trying today is to replace this side glass. As you can see, it's leaking oil and the oil level has dropped quite a lot. So we're going to try and take this out and put in a new part. Right, here we go. What I'm going to try and do is jam this in here and try to lever it out. Get this a little bit out of the way. Okay. Not exactly. Aha, okay. Okay. Maybe. You see some slight movement. I think you can also see this is obviously not very tight. Maybe the problem could have been solved by just hammering it back into place, but the side glass is pretty cloudy and it's hard to really see the condition of the oil inside. So it makes more sense right now to actually just pull it out and start over. Try and maybe hammer it from this side. And get it to come out that way. Some movement is visible. So I seem to be taking a step forward and a step back. Every time I manage to prise it out a little, the next move pushes it back in. Let's just keep trying. I suppose. Maybe a second screwdriver will help. Trying to take it as easy as I can to avoid damaging the casing and also to avoid shattering anything. It's my first time doing something like this, so yeah, I think you can see. There we go. That's progress. That's progress. Okay, here we go. Okay. Maybe now I can try this. And yep, it's out. So you can see, oh, I dropped it. And my little assistant has brought it back to me. You can see that the inside of this side glass is pretty dirty and cloudy. So yeah, it was worth replacing. Yeah, it's pretty hard to see the condition of the oil. You could just about see the level, not really the condition. So there we are. It has popped out in one piece. Now we're going to clean up the mounting point and put in the new piece. There we go. I think that's most of the oil gone. I'm going to use a little bit of isopropyl alcohol and just clean up that little edge before I put in the new one. Now that should just dry in a moment. Here's a new part. I've already put just a very thin coating of oil on the edges, and we'll pop that in there. I don't think there's just looking at the markings, I don't think there's any particular way up for this. So it just sits in there. Just push it as far as I can push it by hand. And I'm going to use this socket, which is just slightly bigger than the glass. So yeah, it shouldn't impact the glass. I'm going to put it around the edges and gently tap it all the way in. I don't have something bigger than this, which would ideally I'd like something as big as the outer edge of the rubber seal, but I don't have something of that size, so I'm just making do with this. And that looks much better. I will only know later once I try riding it whether the seal has worked. If it has not, perhaps a little bit more hammering may be in order. Alrighty, and that's my experience of changing the oil sight glass on Yamaha FZS1000. This is the carbureted model. Mine's from 2004 or 2003. It's hard to remember now. And hope it was useful. Leave a comment if there's something you think I've done well or not so well. And hope this was useful for you. Cheers.